And I'm not saying that, and I can only speak for me, I'm not saying that, okay, you have to do stuff the way I do it for it to look good. No, 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 no. Take what you like, implement it. Just know how to aesthetically balance it out. With everything in life, it's just not with decor. Life itself requires accountability and balance. And I'm saying this, all of this has to be in balance. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Your girl is behind the camera because we are getting ready to bring summertime in the kitchen. But we are going back with my yellow. I did take down the other mirrors because to me, my walls were too full. First things first, you know, the first thing I always do is pull down curtains. And because I have to paint, I am fin to see what I'm going to do. I am on the lookout for me another rug. I'm going to go to Gabe's again. I'm going to pull this one up because it's going to require me to take everything out. And when I do my changeover, because I'm going yellow with my kitchen, I am thinking about if I'm going to do yellow chair covers. We finna get started. We're getting started somewhere, so you just come along with your girl. Hey YouTube, welcome back to Her Home Is. I am Tammy, the host here on the channel. In today's video, you guys, I am going to show you how to take a tiny space and make it feel so luxe and luxurious, it will blow your mind. So if you want to see how we're going to do that, make sure you guys tag along. And also, if you know anyone that has a small space as well, and they're trying to create a luxurious and a grand look in the space that they have, share this video with them. It'll tell the algorithm that not only you, but they love the content as well, and it'll share it to somebody else just like you and them. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into the video. I'm going to be showing you how to take a small, tiny space and giving it a more grander and more luxe feel. I'm going to show you the tips and tricks on how to do that. And also included in this video, you guys, this is going to be my kitchen summer look. So we're going to be doing a little clean and decorate with me as well. I am going to be changing out my table. But this is an overview of my space. I told you we live in the space. Now all of these dishes here, look, my hands are super ashy. Don't come for me. My dishes on this side is clean. I did let them air dry. I'm going to put them up. So this is the overall space. I do have to take my fridge out. That was my fridge for the theater room that I'm going to place back in the storage because we was going to do a little something different, but I did scratch that. So it is also laundry day, so you do hear the washer. I have totes out. I'm getting rid of some more stuff. We have a couple of sponsored items sitting, but this is what the overall space is looking like. Now first things first, if you follow my channel, you know your girl always, and I mean she always, starts with her curtains first. Once again, these tips are specifically for tiny house living, you guys, because when you have a small space, to make it look more luxe and grand than it is, you have to strategically and aesthetically place items in the space. But you want a certain type of look, you want a more high-end and luxurious look, you have to do things a certain way. So which brings me to tip number one. Tip number one. Now, to create a more grander look, you have to go with the eyes of the space. And if you don't know, the eyes of every space in every room, your eyes will always be your windows. So tip number one, place your curtains as close to the ceiling as possible. You heard me correct. Place your stuff as close to the ceiling as possible. That's tip number one. Tip number 1A. Not only are you going to place the curtains as close to the ceiling, you know, I told you my ceilings are 8 feet, which gives me 96 inches in a curtain. So, if you want to continue to elevate the look, now, I know you can see here now, you got the base of my table. We're going to say this is our floor. This is our floor here. If you want to elevate the look, make sure your curtains are what they call kissing the floor or pooling. And pooling means they're just on a little slight angle. That's it. Either kiss or pool. That continues to elevate the look of the space. Now, this is just a personal thing for me. If this is your floor and you're going for an elevated look, this is too much of a gap. This is way too much. But that's just a personal preference. Now, to you guys, let me stop, interject here. Now, if you like your curtains here, or even here, that has nothing to do with me and no one else. Your home, your way, whatever you like, you do it that way. I'm not saying if you don't put your curtains here, it ain't gonna look good. That's not what I'm saying. I just say for me, what's aesthetically pleasing for me. And I'm not saying that, and I can only speak for me, I'm not saying that, okay, you have to do stuff the way I do it for it to look good. No. Take what you like, implement it. Just know how to aesthetically balance it out. With everything in life, it's just not with decor. Life itself requires accountability and balance. And I'm saying this, all of this has to be in balance. So that's what tip number one. And I told you the length going to be 1A. Tip number 1B on the tip is how the width of your curtain rods. Now, here in my space, you guys, here in my space is, I have, this is side A, side B. Side B has twice as much space as side A. So aesthetically pleasing, I opened my curtain rod so that I had the same amount of space on each side. Now, as you look and see here, you see how I have this place? If I drape that, you see the edge of the window and you see the wall, because I opened the rod up enough to bring it all in balance. So when you're going for that luxe and luxurious feel, if the window is offset, bring it in balance. And typically, even if a window is not offset, I typically add a few inches wider than the window anyway, so that my curtains are not catching the edge of the window. But because this space is smaller, I had to kind of drop it closer to the edge of the window here. So that's tip 1A, 1B, and 1C. That's how you elevate the look of the space. Now, what we're going to do next, if you follow me, you do know I like to clean up the dining room section of my kitchen before I typically move to the kitchen, or I clean up the kitchen, then come to the dining room. Just so happens today I'm going to do the dining room side first. Tip number 2, to give a tiny space and more grander and more larger feel is using oversized pieces. As you can see here, my big large oversized mirrors. Now if you look at the wall space, you'll see we don't have a lot of extra wall space. And there's a, what they say, a method to the madness for aesthetically pleasing and purposeful staging of your decor. To give the illusion that my space is bigger, I use oversized pieces. Now, this is how you test to see if this works for you. To see the proportion of the size, how you let the space dictates the size. Put your little standard pictures up on the wall. Stand back and look at it. Take them down. Go up another size. Stand back and look at it. Take that down. Go up another size. Stand back and look at it. Do it at least 3 to 4 times with different size pieces. Now, whatever you gravitate towards, that is what you put up, because that's that place, that's your happy space for you. But I will tell you, once you go oversized, it takes a minute to get used to that, because once you first go oversized, you look like, I think it might be too much. If you're upscaling your size, I'm going to tell you, once you upscale, whichever size you go with, do not touch it for 3 days. Give yourself 3 days to look at it in the space, and I promise you, if it's meant in the space, it's going to woo you in. Every time you look at it, because at first you say it's too much, and it's going to draw you. But I do oversized pieces to give the illusion, and this is on the wall. Tip number 2, oversized pieces on the wall to give the illusion that the space is bigger. Now tip 2A, this is key. This is a key factor to putting anything on the wall. I don't care if it's one piece. If you watch me, like here I have 2. Typically I like odd numbers because it brings everything in balance where you can see the scale of something. But when you do 2, or if it's just 1. Now look guys, you see I got wall space, wall space, wall space. When you're using larger pieces, you have to have wall space to rest your eyes. If you're coming in a space and you're looking and you start to turn and you stop here, wherever the eyes stop, that's the part of the space that's out of balance. Because balance just keeps going. Anything that's balanced that ain't going to the right or the left is level. When you stop, that means the balance is up or down. But when you look at it, you should tell, nah, that's too much. Nah, this is off because it's missing something. It's either going to be too much or missing. But, and this is just a free tip, you can hang heavy items on the wall without it hitting a stud. You heard me correctly. It's a key to that. So just like this thing, and it's heavy. If it did not have a stud, I always use wall fasteners, but make sure your fasteners are weight appropriate. Now, my fasteners for these mirrors, I got 80 to 100 pound fasteners. I do know for sure this mirror is about 65 pounds each. 80 pounds is more than enough. But because I got 2 in, that's 160 to 200 pounds. I always typically like to double or triple the weight of even my nails and my fasteners according to what I'm putting up. That is key. But tip 2, use oversized pieces on the wall. Tip 3, now you look here. To give a more grander feel, you definitely use oversized decor pieces. So that's tip number 2, oversized pieces on the wall. Tip number 3, oversized pieces in your decor. Now with that being said, I'm finna clean and wipe this, get this side tidied up so we can jump over to the kitchen side. If you've been following my channel, you know you always see your girl cleaning with Lysol. Now listen, Lysol, y'all need to come on board and sponsor some of your product here with your girl, because this is all she uses. This is her stuff of choice. But I have my Lysol all-purpose spray cleaner. As you can tell, I love the lemon scent. I love the lemon scent. And I use the Lysol wipes. I wipe everything down. Getting ready to start on the kitchen side. I poured some things out. You know I'm going to still do my curtains here and here first. That's it. That's what we're doing here. You guys, that is looking gorgeous. These are our pieces, as you can see, that we are using for the table. I am going to set this up next. I hope you can see which direction we're going in. So we're going to do the kitchen side. I'm gonna still cut this even this way as well. But she just coming together. Let me a comment if you liking the yellow, a mellow yellow. All right, family, you got to miss some of the stuff that I did set up in the space because I had family coming in and out, and plus we did include a few sponsored items within this video as well that took place during the video. So with that being said, let's jump right into the reveal.